A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our 7 p.m. South Sudan news with me, Takuya Festo Richards, reporting from GMK Media. But past the main stories, common man shocked after being fired. South Sudanese youth told to embrace digital innovations. Presidency to decide fate transitional period next week. Community to protect journalists urges release of Eastern Equatoria journalists. Failed senior force students have room to recede. Diplomats laud South Sudan basketball performance. News in details. An ordinary civilian in Western Equatoria state said he was surprised when he heard his name being fired in a seventh presidential degree, which was instead intended to remove the commissioner of Iba County. President Salva Kiir issued a series of fabricants degrees, removing and appointing several officials to the governments of Western and Central Equatoria, Jongole, and Lake State. A group of young people in South Sudan are calling on youth to embrace digital innovations to prepare us to create jobs and address unemployment as South Sudan prepares to join the rest of the world in celebrating the International Youth Day. Levi Mark Kembe, an information technology consultant, said the youths who account for majority of the country's population, yet the most jobless, should recognize the role of technology in addressing youth and unemployment. The South Sudan presidency will meet on Wednesday to discuss a long-awaited report on 2018 peace agreement, after which the leadership will find an amicable way to end the transitional period. The high-level standing committee, consisting of the SPLM, SPLM-IO, SSOA, OPP, and the FDs, has been reviewing the progress and challenges facing the peace implementation and will suggest a solution to uncertainty surrounding preparations for the December election. The Committee to Protect Journalists is appealing to the South Sudan government to immediately and unconditionally release a detained journalist working for a community radio station in Eastern Equatoria State, Sisto Jamano Ohide, a presenter and reporter of Singaita FM in Kapoita, East County, was arrested on 6 August 2024 for reporting on a story about a woman who was allegedly fined by a local church for breaking a statue of Mary. The student who fails 2023 Senior 4 examination can still catch up if they want to receive in this year's examination, says General Minister of Education and Instruction. Award then made remarks after the announcement of the Certificate of Secondary Education results on Thursday, 8th of August 2024. Out of 44,131 students who sat their December 2023 South Sudan Certificate of Secondary Education exams, 26,440 students passed, while 17,691 students failed. And peace guarantors have commended South Sudan's basketball performance at the 2024 Paris Olympics and urged the country to emulate the Bright Stars Unity purpose to achieve peace. The United Nations and the European Union diplomats congratulated the national basket team for bringing a sense of unity to South Sudanese through their impressive performance despite their elimination in the Olympic. And thus brings us to the end of our news. But first, the main stories. Common man shocked after being fired. South Sudanese youth told to embrace digital innovation. Presidency to decide fate transitional period next week. Committee to protect journalists urges release of East Equatorian State journalists. Failed senior force students have room to proceed. Diplomats loud South Sudan basketball performance. Thank you. My name remains Tokuya Festo Richard, broadcasting live from GMK Media.